Welcome everybody to a little introductory one-shot to our next campaign. I hope you all enjoy. Make sure to hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you want to know when another video comes out. And please throw a comment, any thoughts or anything on the whole one-shot. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you like parts of it and not like parts of it? Do you have any discussions on 1D&D, since we're using the 1D&D rule set and we'll be trying to switch to that from here on out? Please let me know. And please enjoy. Welcome to this one shot. The beginning of the end.
So we're beginning the beginning of the end?
Exactly. Isn't it crazy?
Is it
It'll all make sense.
Is this campaign about us Rochambeauing at a bar?
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
They
So-
may need to know the
I
name
go
of the
first.
last campaign to understand why this is the beginning of the end.
The name of the last campaign was called The End of Time. You're all in Waterdeep. That's where this campaign takes place. It's a really big city, one of the most populated cities in all of Faerun. And for a tiny bit of backstory as to why you're all finding yourself in a bar, before we go over all our characters, introduce ourselves. The reason that all the five of you know each other at all, even somewhat loosely, you were all the Waterdeep guards recently, due to an influx of different various forms of crime, have started to use private detectives, or essentially anyone that's not part of the guard that they think could help to solve certain crimes, to go on an adventure and whatnot. So the five of you were recently chosen to investigate a crime. You've succeeded in that. You were able to find the killer and bring him to justice and help the Waterdeep guard. And that's where you guys all know each other from loosely. You guys also, so from the little backstory, one of the most known bars in West Waterdeep is the Troll Skull Revival. Opened, closed, and then reopened by a band of adventurers a while ago. Currently one of the most famous, and it's the place that, whether you're from Waterdeep or not, you know the name, and that's where people tend to frequent. Unless you're on the east side, then it's the Yawning Portal, but the west side, Troll Skull Revival. So you guys all find yourself sitting at the bar. But currently the five of you find yourself after a long day. It's probably been about a week, or let's say a week and a half, since and the weeks are 10 days for anyone who's cursed, about 15 days since you've solved said crime together, and you went about your business afterwards, did whatever you would do on your daily day-to-day. But you guys always seem to kind of gravitate back towards this bar, especially after it's been a longer day. And that's where we're going to start. All of you, five of you, sitting at the bar, and we're going to start from the top right and make our way down to the bottom left. Have you guys introduce each other, or introduce yourselves, not each other. Introduce yourselves, and also when you introduce yourself, tell me something that you would do. Like, what does a day look like for you in Waterdeep? So, starting with More Stormhoof.
So I'm More Stormhoof, and I wander Waterdeep, playing my bagpipes, my bird pipes, my flute, my horn, my longhorn, my pan flute, and my trumpet. Basically bringing joy to people and busking and collecting money as I go, and basically making people smile. It's pretty rare that I get into a tussle with anyone, but luckily I'm very quick on my feet, and they always expect me to punch them, not kick them in the face. Which is funny, considering I'm a centaur.
Well, I'm Monty Crummer, and I'm a soldier, and I'm just looking for work. I'm going out and protecting caravans, picking up some loose guard duty. Just going out, always looking for a little bit of trouble.
Okay. Next, Rufus.
Yeah, so my name's Monty, and I'm a fire
Your name's not
elemental.
Monty. Your name's Vesper.
That's what
My
I
name's
said.
Monty.
Yeah, your name's Monty. My name's Vesper. I'm not from here.
What?
I'm from a fire
What would-
plane.
Okay. So, what would Vesper have done in the week and a half since?
Oh man, the material plane's
Everything was off.
crazy, man. I'm just exploring and trying to find my way home.
You started with this voice. I'm gonna force you to commit to it.
I'm gonna try my
Oh,
best, but
goodness.
it's really
I don't think he has a
hard.
problem with that.
I'm gonna try, but I can't promise.
I'm thinking tissues in the cheeks.
No, you just kind of curl your tongue down and don't use it.
That sounds harder. That sounds like work.
Yeah, but my mouth isn't dry.
That's true.
I wasn't worried about that.
I won't.
Tissues in the cheek would have dried up
maybe
his
you
mouth.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
but
find my
good
way
news,
back
my
home.
pants don't fit.
You guys got pants? Oh, and yeah, I'm actually made of fire. Like, I'm from like a hive mind of like fire.
So your mouth is dry.
And I'm thinking about growing the tongue. I kind of got to pick what I was like, and this is what I picked.
Story
forgot
about
to grow
Vesper
your
grows a
tongue?
Yeah. Yeah, in short, he's from a hive mind in the elemental plane, and he just kind of showed up here one day. And he doesn't even really know how he got here. And after he accidentally maybe burned some things down, he kind of figured out that if he made himself into a humanoid form, it would be safer. So he's still learning.
He's still learning.
Torin, knife for hire. Came up from the Underdark a couple years ago, trying to make some coin. You guys are a little nicer and softer up here. There was a lot of work to be had back where I'm from. Spent a lot of time doing nicer work that I'm used to. It's kind of refreshing. I've been hanging out in the bar here. I've been playing darts. I've been shaking babies and kissing hands while I've been up here in between jobs. I've been desperately trying to find somebody to hire me to assassinate all bagpipe players, but for some unknown reason, everybody seems fine with it, and I refuse to do that kind of work for free. So we all must suffer, apparently.
So my character's name is definitely Boop Snoot McBooblestoot, but as everyone knows, he prefers to be called Booble. And I would spend pretty much every day. I have a very, very large bag of clay coins that I hand out to people as lucky coins.
Are you a fucking changeling?
You want to check?
Yes!
Do an insight check.
Have we just never asked him his name, or did he tell us his name was Boop Snoop McSnoop?
What do we got? Oh, okay.
Well, fuck.
Tell them what you are. You said it was going to be really quick when they found out. And here you go.
Oh my
As
god.
the second anyone want to check against me, I would break immediately.
With advantage.
So, my character's name, you can reveal it, Rufus, if you'd like to.
Oh,
You can
boy.
reveal it to anybody.
There you go.
Is Stuff Nut McScrooble Snub.
I
Oh,
lean in and
God.
I'm just like, where are these fucking catalogs coming from?
Nephew of Boop Snoot McBooblestoot.
Nephew.
Look, I don't know how he does the catalogs. I just know that he told me to hand out these coins, and that's what I've been doing.
Okay, Stuff Nut.
If that is your real name.
It is.
For anyone very much in the dark from this bit, I am going to do a quick little edit of all of the Boop Stoot McBooblestoot. I don't even think I said that right. But I will in the edit. It's a recurring character that's been in multiple of the various one-shots that I've done. And it's a great comedy character. So I will make a full comprehensive storyline of this entire lineage and have it up shortly after this video.
I did not expect to crit roll my insight.
Nope, that was a quick one.
That was amazing. After you reveal this to the group after a week and a half of everyone just expecting. They're just not
why did
questioning
you
it.
pretend to be your uncle?
Because he's a good businessman and well known.
Are you really that wrinkly then? Or are you that good with makeup?
No, I'm really that wrinkly.
Do you even look like him? I know you're
mean, right
using
now I
the
look
same picture,
Right
but
now I look identical to him, but
okay. Okay.
I will let the disguise spell drop, and I look barely any different.
You don't have
Jokes
the.
on us! You have a fourth
new man.
jawline.
Yeah, he's got
So they
brown
put
hair.
the glasses on and we're like, oh, where'd you go, Superman?
Okay. So after these revelations and this talking, the bartender, who is talking with a ghost,
Classic.
who seems to also be part of the bar, who the ghost is going around getting dishes and all that kind of stuff, getting everything all set up, getting some drinks. The bartender, who has a dog-like face, long ears, little green hat on, was like, well, gosh, I never would have thought you were your uncle. This is Goofy. You've met him multiple times.
There is canonically
You've seen him.
But
a pamphlet here already.
Yeah, no, he's actually he's met your
Canonically.
uncle. Your uncle gave him pamphlets.
That's right.
These pamphlets exist in this bar. Well, it's great to meet someone else in the lineage. He's a great salesman. Gives me so many free things. And he just holds up a stack of paper as if it's like a very valuable free thing.
I don't think that's what a good salesman does, though. I don't think they give stuff for free.
You can also buy
Well,
stuff from the
kind
catalog.
salesman would do that.
But do people buy stuff from the free catalogs, or do they just take the catalog?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know this was a catalog.
That's okay. You can read it and find out.
Oh,
Can you help
do
me read, please? Don't read.
I'll wait.
I'm a little bit busy right now.
That's okay. How's everyone doing? Heroes.
I was great.
Ask.
Yeah, we just kind of found out this guy's been lying to us for like a week.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he has his reason.
They were okay reasons, at least.
Well, if that was the only reason, was it?
Was what the only reason?
That you just wanted to sell stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's a good one.
Well,
We all know you gotta respect the free market.
Hmm.
Anyway, how are you, Goop?
Doing great. Just running
Gorsh,
this
that sounds
bar.
great.
Gorsh. Indeed.
How about another
Hope
round for
everyone-
the guys?
No, sure, for sure. Always on the house for you guys after solving that murder.
Oh shit, thanks, Goof.
He gives
here
that.
you go. I'll tip you a
reverse
lucky
goof.
coin.
You've already given me like several,
Oh, right. My bad.
but I'll take another one.
Just
Thank
like
you.
the catalog.
You know what? Hand them out to your patrons. I
What
put a
do I
stack
never-
on the bar.
I put like 20 out from my pocket.
I have reposted Frank's new appearance.
Another jawline.
You just got more chins.
Oh,
Every time you tell me you drop disguise, I'm going to add one layer of chin on to make it a
Please
little
do.
longer.
Fuji's back.
Welcome back, Bougie.
And as you guys are discussing and talking about the new revelation that's instantly happened, One of the guards comes in off the street looking rather haggard. Just like a long day at work.
Jesus, Tom, you look like shit.
You know, it's been a long day.
That's
Oof.
not Tom, that's Jerry.
No,
Well,
I'm Tom. Trust me.
you're
Jerry's
Tom?
the
Oh.
tabaxi that.
Well,
Let's get for Tom.
well, you know what, Tom?
All right,
It's
the
close.
curl's going the other way.
Have a lucky
Well, one of the-
coin, and I flip him one of the clay coins.
He just takes it. I mean, sure. What does it do?
It
Luck.
gives you luck.
It gives you luck. And
What's luck?
if the bartender's unlucky, it'll get you a drink.
Luck's not burning down the bar, sitting at it.
It's like drinks are always on the house for the Waterdeep guard.
See? It's working already.
Gets your bar burned down less often that way.
You start to question whether Goofy's ever charged anyone for a drink.
Do we pay?
No.
No.
With our luck coin.
Is Goofy just get everybody so plastered you can pick up the coins off the floor later?
No, Goof's just not good at business. He just likes
Or
people.
he's a divine,
Yeah.
He was the
Or
one
he's-
left in charge of this bar.
Yep. No, this
or
is
he's
how
a
it
divine
works.
entity.
You know, I'm actually happy to see you guys here. Could use a little bit of help on another case. You guys helped me out so much last time.
Yet our rate
I
went
just-
up, though, is the problem.
Will, what is it?
Times are tough. Well, we're 20% higher. Given I don't know
I'll
what
have
we
to
got
talk.
paid for. I don't know what we got paid for the last thing. So
I'll have to talk to the captain, but you know,
How long has
Wait,
it been
you
since
got
we
paid?
worked?
what?
How
Been about a
long's-
week and a half, so
about a week?
15 days.
Well, all our money's gone, and it's only been a week and a half. So yeah, we need more.
I'm still. It,
he needs to buy a bigger tongue. I mean, you can see how crucial it is to him.
it's been very hard to understand you this entire time, but you've helped a lot, so
You're
like,
welcome.
it's fine.
He tried to eat a
Thank you.
scorpion.
Did he?
I just
Yeah.
don't know how
No,
gracious. work.
Why?
So there's a tongue. It's fine. I've tried to explain this to you a couple times at this point. But
I'm
you'll
much
get it.
easier
I believe
to
in you.
understand than primordial.
I get it. It's a foreign thing. It's because you're not used to
I'm
having a
not
tongue.
from here.
That's fine. You'll get it eventually.
Maybe.
I believe in you.
I don't.
Trust me.
I do.
I'll have to talk
That's
to the
why I
captain
fight
about the
myself.
rate. But I mean, I at least can guarantee you the normal rate up front, and then maybe the 20% after.
How about this? I get 20% more, and Tongueless here gets 20% less.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't care how it's split.
I don't have anywhere
It's-
on this plane to live.
Do you need one?
Well, I gotta pay rent.
But if you don't have anywhere to live, who you been paying rent to?
Goof. He would let me stay here for free, so. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I don't need this money.
Perfect. It's decided.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Yeah. You got yourself a deal.
Yeah, my deal. The one I made.
This character actually has high end.
I steal 10 clay coins from Frank's character and slip them to Rufus's character. It's like, here, on the house.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just happy because
Would-
Goof takes these.
I don't even remotely try to stop him.
I was gonna say, would Stuff Nut McScribble Snub actually?
So there's two things going
Actively
on here.
opens his bag.
Yeah, I do. Make it easier.
I don't understand currency, and Goof keeps taking them. So this is as good as money.
I'm paying you in company script.
You're paying me in something just as good as something else.
For him, yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
rent money right there.
I'm paying in coupons. Yeah, what do you got for us?
So, it should be pretty cut and dry case, but something just keeps nagging me. In the alley by old rundown bar that used to be called Froon's Brews, there was
Did you
murder that happened.
Yeah, there was.
Typical it seems like it should just be a typical, husband kills wife kind of murder. Something happened there.
Yep.
Some form of passion. Murder.
Usually does.
It's
But
normally
there's something that
passion's
keeps nagging me at the back. Something seems wrong, and I just can't put my finger on it. Thank you.
Not anymore.
Something seems wrong, and I can't just can't put my finger on it, and I don't know if you could give it a once over. Maybe talk to the guy. We talked to him. We tried to get any form of confession. He doesn't. He was found there with the murder weapon, like pretty much just barely having finished murdered this person, but he doesn't remember any of it. And no
Sounds
matter
like a
how hard we
classic case
try,
of
no
body
matter
deception.
how many zones of truth, he just doesn't.
Well,
He honestly doesn't remember.
let me take a look. I'm a cleric.
You are.
Yeah.
The body or the where
No, the one
where
that
would you like to go?
the one that doesn't
The
remember.
person?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Wish my uncle were here. He's a great detective.
One of the best I've heard.
You did a great job. We're like wait a minute.
Time to live up to your uncle's
After,
name.
dude.
I'm really terrible at being a detective.
But you were really helpful last crime.
Last
So,
murder.
Last time that you did this. Sorry, it's been a long day,
I
guys. Like you
It's not our fault that the dude had a poster on his shoe.
You know what, officer? You deserve another drink on him. And I point to the fire elemental, who I still have not remembered his name yet.
Vesper?
Yeah, and I point to Goof. Get him another drink on his tab.
for sure.
Hey, still 0. This math thing's pretty cool. I like maths.
Anything else you can tell us about this other than the guy genuinely doesn't remember?
I mean, he generally doesn't remember, and I don't know exactly why, but I mean, he seems pretty sad about it, which is usually really weird for someone who murders, and he doesn't seem to be acting. But maybe we missed something?
When you put him in the zone of truth, what kind of
We
answers
did put him in the
does it-
zone of truth.
What, you said you put him in multiple zones of truth.
Well, that was a bit of an exaggeration. It was one zone of truth for a long period of time. It
Were
felt
they
like
overlapping?
So
Like a Venn diagram?
Well,
What
that
he-
doesn't actually.
what he would have asked before we clarified is, were you asking yes/no questions, or was he able to ramble?
I mean, we've done this a couple times. Usually we do yes, no. Usually we let him first. We ask him possible rambly questions to see if he's willing to tell the truth, and then if they start to ramble, we go down to the yes, no, because we want to see if they're okay to just go for it. He rambled, but out of one of the guys thinks it's just out of sorrow, like he just is inconsolable at the moment, and one of them just thinks he's making it up. I don't know. So
Are we walking with Tom?
yes, you're able to walk across the street.
Does he remember his wife?
He does seem to remember his wife. Yes.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
Well, it's funny you say that. He doesn't have multiple wives, but
He did.
she did cheat on him, and that's why it seems so cut and dry, right? It's crime of passion, easy, depressing, but in out.
Yep.
But
No, I never understood you humans.
I don't understand us most of the time either.
Are you
I've seen
human?
enough shit.
Only
Exactly.
half. It's like
Just enough to be able to legally use that term?
when it's convenient. So he remembers his
So
wife.
you enter, and then
Yeah.
the captain's over
So-
there. And yeah, as you're walking over, he would say, like, he remembers his wife. It seems like it would be a crime of passion. There's a gap.
What's his like demeanor? Does he look angry? Does he look upset? Does he
Sad.
look?
He looks
stone-faced?
sad. He's kind of sitting in the corner, and he looks like he has just spent a day being very manic, being very, crying a lot, just being not knowing what happened. And you look, when you come in, he's actually just staring. You come in through the door that he's staring at, but he doesn't look at you, even though his eyes should be looking at you. He's looking through you. He's looking out into into nothingness, essentially.
Okay.
I'll clop over.
I'm
Does it?
so.
Behind
w-
it.
I'm-
Pose over him.
were we briefed? Did this murder happen today?
It happened last night.
Last night. So
Hey, Torin, give him a coin.
I slip him a coin, and it's like, tell me about your breakfast yesterday. Well, how did you start your day?
I mean, I've been in here for essentially an entire day.
I said yesterday.
Yesterday?
How did you start your day yesterday? What did you
All
have
his
for
troubles seem so far away.
Fuck you.
That was good.
Roll for initiative. We're all attacking Frank.
Oh,
I mean, just classic sausage and eggs.
What did you do after breakfast?
Went and did a little carpentry.
Was that what you do as a profession?
Yeah,
And carpentry is
stuff
your
to build,
is your
yeah.
normal day.
yeah.
Do you run your
Lot
own
of- lot of
workshop,
stuff
or
to
do you
do.
report to a foreman?
It's my own little small business.
Any coworkers?
I would like to start playing some calming music at this point.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Torin. You want me to cast Zone of Truth and maybe take that from the top?
You can cast Zone of Truth, but we'll just keep going from where we're at.
I'll cast Zone of Truth.
Zone of truth. He submits. Doesn't even do the save. Cool. So yeah, you asked him about carpentry, and he said, no coworkers. It's a small business.
Any customers come in for orders?
I was working on an order.
Tell me about
Working
it.
on
What
an
we,
order out in the. Well, someone just bought the old Fruins Brews, and they wanted to fix up the place a little bit.
and you've been working on that. How long would you say you worked till?
Till I work till.
Yep.
Maybe just before sundown. If it's a long night, a little bit afterwards.
What'd you get done? You
Ah,
were working on that guy's
Got a
project.
little-
Did you make a milestone? Did you hit anything? Did you get a
cleared out a
did you
good
get every
chunk of
product?
the. Cleared out a good chunk of rubble in the side room.
Yeah. What'd you do when you left work?
He kind of looks blankly off into the distance. Like, I don't remember.
You don't remember what happened when you
Went
left
out.
work?
I went out the back door and
Do you normally leave your work through the back door?
it depends on where I'm headed.
Where were you
I was-
headed?
I was just headed to the pub. I was headed to the Troll Skull Revival.
Why?
Grab a drink. Back door is easy. Grab a drink. Long day of work.
Did you make it to the pub?
Remember.
You don't remember it. What time do you normally get to the pub, and who knows you at that pub?
Oh, just not that long after sundown, and I kind of just sneak in. The ghost serves me. Doesn't say a word.
How much
Not a real
does it
people
cost
person.
for the food?
Ghost usually just holds out his hand, and I give him a silver.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know his name.
You chat
Seems
with
not
anybody
be able
there
to
at the
speak.
pub other than the ghost who doesn't talk to you?
No, personally, I just usually keep to myself.
Usually?
Yeah, I mean, like I
don't
I
think
know
I
some
can.
people. I've talked to one of my friends, Arnold.
I don't
Talked
think
to
I
him a
can
good amount of
whisper
time.
in my character's voice, but I would whisper to Torin, and I would say, maybe now's the time to ask him point blank, "Did you kill your wife?" And try to shock him.
It's like, what's this guy's name?
This guy's name is Kirill. Kirill?
Kirill.
K-I-R-I-L.
All right, so sometimes you go to the bar, you usually don't talk to anyone, sometimes you talk to your friend Arnold. But
Arnold.
I
is
gotta
also
ask,
Kevin's
did you
another
kill your
one that
wife,
lives
Kirill?
nearby. He looks at you and he looks like he's almost on the verge of tears. I didn't. I swear I didn't. You think if you... I did not.
Who would want to kill your wife?
No.
Okay.
No one that I know of.
Who doesn't like you? Who wants you to suffer?
I haven't done anything to anyone. I don't know.
I look at the guards and I say,
What about Froon? Does he
About
have
what?
enemies who wouldn't want
Jeez.
his bar repaired?
Froon. The head captain speaks up. Froon left town a long time ago. He got sick of losing business.
What about
There's a
the
couple
new
of
owner?
Durgar that moved in that not too long ago to rebuild it. Wanted a Underdark themed bar.
I look at Torin
Sounded
and
like
I'm like,
That's where you're from.
That is where I'm from.
Does that sound
could-
good?
It sounds good to me.
Good.
What's the last thing that... guy, I can't remember. What's the last thing you remember?
Kirill, he's walking out the back door at the bar.
Were you
Not the
walking
bar,
out
sorry.
with anyone?
Of Froon's. The last thing he remembers is walking out the back door of Froon's. Because that's where he had said, I don't know,
Yeah.
after you
Yeah.
had questioned after that, yeah. And he
Yeah.
does seem truthful. That was a me slip up, not a Kirill.
Nope, that's fair. I'm going to ask the guards if I can speak with them in a side room, unless anybody
Sure.
else has.
There is a side room to the left. It doesn't have a door, does it? Nope, it's just a wall. So I'll pull you through there. Is anyone else going, or what's the rest of the party doing?
I would automatically start walking unless he told me to not to.
Dumb question about
I
all of
would,
those. Did I need to? Should I have insight checked any of those things?
No, he's in a zone of truth. He cannot lie
He
unless it's by
submitted as
omission.
well.
Yeah, he submitted
Gotcha.
to the zone of truth. He didn't
Sorry, I
try
just
to-
don't do
yeah.
a lot of insight checking, so I didn't.
Yeah.
Normally,
would.
yes, but because of zone of truth, no.
Now that I've soothed him with the flute, I would ask him,
It
you know,
wasn't great.
would he like to hear the bagpipes, the pan flute, or the horn next?
He does not answer and just looks directly into nothingness again.
Okay, perfect. We'll go down the list. I'll start playing the
Oh.
pan flute for him.
We're gonna leave
Poor man.
him. We're gonna leave him here,
Here's the
and
real
we're gonna go
question.
question you guys.
Is
He's got
Stormhoof,
this.
does Stormhoof have two instruments he's capable of playing at the same time?
Does he have
Like-
like a
like a
hoof
tambourine,
drum
maybe?
and a?
No, they're all blow instruments.
Oh man,
I
you
learned.
weren't- now you know for next
It's the
time.
two
You could be the one
Two
man
of you are
band.
going over here.
I
Who
didn't
else
think
is
that
headed
through
with
it all.
I'll
headed
go
with the
as
group?
well.
And who's staying with Stormhoof?
No,
I'm staying with Stormhoof. I'm just standing in.
My pan
Read
flute's
this
a lot
behind
better.
the
I'll
grill.
I'll be like kind of dancing around for him, trying to cheer him up.
You almost see him cheer up a
It-
little bit with the pan flute.
It always, this never fails. So like, yeah.
Okay.
So,
So the rest of you go into the room with the guards.
couple of questions for us to follow up leads on. He didn't have any weird items on his person. Nothing that could have been cursed. Nothing.
No, we didn't find any items of any form. We combed
Wait,
the
didn't you say that he had the murder weapon?
well.
Aside from
As
that,
far as cursed goes, I apologize.
But
I was
the,
saying he didn't have any suspicious items other than the one that obviously seemed to be used for murder. It wasn't like a question of was this the murder weapon.
so no additional suspicious items on his person. Was the knife? Could the knife be placed to him other than him having it? Like, was it his kitchen knife? Was it his carving knife? Or does it seem out of place?
It seems like what you'd find in a kitchen. To be fair, he was just working on an old bar, so he could
Fair.
have gotten it from there. Could have brought it from home if it was premeditated.
Do you have it here? Can we just look at it real quick? We don't have to take
Sure.
it with us, but
He goes over to the table over here and points at it. He doesn't pick it up. I mean, he picks it up. There's no such. There's no fingerprints these days.
can
that's
I
fair.
check
Who has
it
an
for the magics?
You can
Who
do an
has-
Arcana check for magic if you'd like.
Okay.
yeah. And who has investigation? Because I'm assuming that's what it's. I could do perception check to see if the
I've-
knife is fancy of any kind, but
I've got a 3
I'll
in
take a look.
investigation and a 5 in Arcana.
Okay, so investigation for who wants to look. Oh,
Jesus
good.
Christ.
Wow, at least you crit.
wow,
Oh, that's
crit?
awesome.
we've all been critting. It just doesn't glow green anymore.
So the investigation check does see a very small symbol of FB on it. It looks like a Fruins Bruins sign, so you can tell that it was not taken from home. So at the very least, it wasn't planned out for the entire day as far as the murder weapon being taken. And for the Arcana, you can't quite tell. It doesn't
Looks like a
seem
kitchen knife
magic.
to me. For what do I know? I'm just a fire elemental.
To be fair, that's what we found. Doesn't
That's like
seem
the
that there's
third
magical.
knife
There's
I've
just
ever
a weapon.
seen. I think we should go there.
We can take a check. We questioned the Duragard a little bit. They weren't in at the time as far as we know. As far as they were saying, and they
I
seemed
wanna-
truthful about
I
it.
want to cast Detect Good and Evil. Maybe
Here?
we can find. No, in the murder house.
Oh, sure.
What do you guys think?
He looks over at the other two friends.
If it was
Sorry,
something
I'm
evil,
having such a hard time understanding you from across the room.
From another room entirely.
I'm looking at the two
while
friends
you're
that are with
playing
me.
flute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just having a jam session by myself.
Well, you also have Monty.
Oh, questions for the guard captain. Do we have? Tom mentioned that the wife had a history of infidelity. Do we know the other partners' names? Name or names?
We haven't been able to find the other partners' names. He doesn't really. We've had a hard time broaching that subject with him. We were getting around to it. Just
Gotcha. We'll have to dig deeper somewhere out in the field if we want to find him, or maybe the bard
Right.
can play the bagpipes to him and get some information out of him.
Look
but
at-
yeah, it was once he came back. He was a adventurer in Undermountain. He went in the Yawning Portal at some point while he was gone.
Do we know who? And we know the Duragar are the clients for the bar that he's renovating.
Correct. They're the ones that hired him.
Do you know where do you know where they stay?
If they're not at Fruins Brews, they do have a small place that they have a little bit off the beaten path to the west. Looks kind of like it looks a little bit like a mountain. They kind of tried to make it look more like home.
Gotcha.
I would ask him if he knows anyone that his wife was close to.
I mean,
Did she have friends?
she's pretty good friends with Jeremiah, who
bullfrog?
To,
The zone of truth is still there until 10 minutes is up too.
yeah.
Yep.
That he used to do a little. He's a woodcutter.
Whereby
So
the
she
woodcutter.
has a thing for guys who work with wood.
He doesn't respond.
Boo.
We're taking away your privileges.
Oh man, I bet Moore just said something funny. I heard the drums.
Every time that I use that, it's actually me going clop clop. All right, so she had a special friend named Jeremiah. Do you know where Jeremiah could be found?
I do not know where Jeremiah lives. I try not to do anything with Jeremiah.
Okay, I didn't accuse you of doing anything with Jeremiah. Your wife did things with Jeremiah.
He just looks into the distance again.
Should we take this guy back to the scene of the crime
Now,
and see if
Not
he
yet.
triggers
Let's
again?
Good.
I think that's a good idea, but I think we should collect more evidence first.
Okay.
Agreed.
Don't worry about your sight, guys.
Seems like it's your lucky day, and I'll flip.
Your
him a
new
coin.
accent has never made you sound more Canadian to me.
What?
Stuff that. You're right. That works so well.
You're helping the town, man. You're helping the town.
He can't like pick up the lucky coin because his hands are still kind of tied since he's suspected for murder.
Thank you. I'm afraid to
But
touch
You
doors.
you flick it on his shoulder. He really can't do much about it.
Who's this guilty-looking motherfucker?
The guy who did
There's
that.
people
fool.
walking down the street.
I do.
This person
I
looks
do-
at you and is like, I don't know what.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I'm just impressed that we've gone from like the generic shadow line of races to actual unique portraits.
I tried to do a little unique with a.
That one even has the cutaway, so the background goes.
That's why she looks so suspicious.
Well,
Just
I'm
like-
also the missing eye.
I'm gonna feel
Trying
real
to
stupid
blend
if
in.
that's the real killer.
You're outside of Fern Spruce at the moment,
That's the
Oh,
one
but
he's
you
working
could
on.
go towards any of the other places. You don't
No,
have
if-
to.
We're physically already here.
Looks open to me.
And this is where he killed his wife, or was that a different bar?
Behind Fern Spruce.
I
There
give,
is-
This is where he left.
I
a
give a
back.
Duragar greeting in whatever Duragar speak in. I have Dwarvish and Undercommon. I don't know which
It's
one.
usually
is more...
undercommon.
Okay, then I give a Duragar greeting in Undercommon.
He gives a Duragar
Walk in,
greeting
make
right
room.
back. Welcome, everybody. We are still a bit of a work in progress, but it's-
Don't
Not
mind-
real.
Don't mind us. Don't mind us. We just came here to ask some questions about a worker of yours. I already have forgotten his name.
Real.
Hero,
Okay, man.
Carol.
Kirill, yeah.
Kirill.
Sure.
Do you have a Carol
The
in your employ?
the
Carol's
the
is,
carpenter that
sad.
murdered his wife?
That's the
Yeah.
one.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to find another carpenter.
Yeah,
Sad
man,
tale.
Do you
though.
have that many guys here named Kirill that you have to identify him like that?
Have you never heard of like identifying someone just to double check because it's a very important person?
I'm new here.
You know, murdered his wife.
He's new in life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
Uh,
one. Anything you want to? We're just looking into the case. We're a third party verification company. We'll call it Dirty T and the boys. I obviously am Dirty T, and these are the boys.
Hello.
I don't know if I'm a
What up?
boy or I just am.
Monty Crummer at your service.
We
I'm
do not hire
mostly
him
fine.
for his
mister.
Was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about him, and really anything can help.
So, I'd already headed home at that point when everything apparently went down. came in the next morning. There was a crime scene out back. A large red blood splatter currently still stained into the concrete or the brick out there.
Hold on, just for my character's sake, not me asking out loud. The crime happened literally right behind the bar.
It's
Yeah.
right where this red
Yeah.
crayon is.
Do you see the red stain? I don't think you actually can yet.
I can
I
see
go
the
here,
red
you
Oh,
see a little
okay,
tiny
yep,
bit of
yep,
red.
yep, yep.
I go look out the window. This is the door window.
There's a window. That's a window. The door's
I
up
look,
top.
I look out the window and go, oh yeah, that's
Sorry, I had this like, I thought for sure in my brain he went home and murdered his wife.
that's a
not,
lot of.
Oh
blood.
no. Yeah, I mean, from what I'm told, it was a bloody murder.
And how long ago was this?
Day and a half. Day. Last night. Sorry, last night. That's right.
Okay.
Last night.
Where do you keep your knives?
Usually keep the knives. Any. I mean, I'm a Duragar. I keep weapons pretty much everywhere in case I need to defend myself.
No, like the
Amen,
ones
brother.
Like
for the
the-
bar.
Amen.
The bar knives, you know.
Like for the kitchen knife.
Oh, like the cutler, the kitchen. Oh, okay. We've just kept the ones that Froon used to keep in the back room. That our guy's been working on.
Yeah,
Got to find someone else for that now.
you know,
Hard starting a business these days.
it's
It is.
water deep. You'll find somebody.
I mean, competition's kind of stiff, don't you think? The troll skull gives everything away for free.
Well, yes,
I mean,
but I
Good for
do
you.
have word from the
Does this part
owner
have
of
a
the
back
troll
room?
skull.
you've
It's-
got gumption, kid.
For some reason, when this didn't generate a lot of doors,
Unlike
now
the
realizing-
Zeus.
it's to the north. There's a back room to the north.
No,
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm gonna
looking
say
at.
it's not currently connected. They were gonna build a wall. They were gonna take down one of the walls and put a door in. So there's the exit out back, and then there's a door to the
Gotcha.
upper north part of it.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
like looking
Also, a
here.
door
I'm
to the
like,
street.
I would make my way out to that and just let myself in.
And the
Y'all just hear like
bar,
just bagpipes and clops.
the bar owner,
Band name.
just like, yeah, Goofy said he'd endorse us at least and send some of his excess business. Troll Skulls had so much business, they're actually having a hard time keeping up.
I look around the bar. How close to completion does it look like that guy was?
The bar itself looks like it's the finishing touches.
It's like they could open
That's all
if
that
they
needs to
wanted to,
happen.
really.
What
They could probably open
As
in a
I'm
day or
walking
two.
into,
I hate to ask,
you
but
hear me yell,
what was
a shit show."
what was the nature of the contract? Were you paying by the week? Was he was he going to be paid upon completion? Just for curiosity's sake.
half up front, half on completion.
All right. It looks great. Does it look just
Great work.
me being a Duragar? Does it look like a Duragar bar?
Yeah, I didn't really have Duragar themed stuff
I-
to put in.
I
It does. It
wouldn't-
looks
I
like a
wouldn't know
classic Underdark. It looks like a classic Underdark. It's actually a little bit on the dimmer side as far as the light goes.
Ah.
The floor actually looks really good. It's wood, but it's colored and cut to make it almost look like stone. To
Yeah.
have that Underdark feel to it.
Feels
And
like
the whole
home,
walls and
you know?
everything have this like paneling that make everything look like you're underground.
Yeah. Ah, God, looks like home. You know.
It does.
I can
I
appreciate.
appreciate the
that.
work he did. He was a damn good carpenter. Never seen anyone work wood to make it look like stone.
No, this is great. When do you plan to open?
Ah, day or two. That's-
Surely this
oh,
must have pushed the
honestly,
opening back a little.
it was going to be a soft opening in about a day, and then he was going to finish up the back room probably within the next week or two. Currently, we would store some stuff. That one has a lot of work that still needs to happen, but we didn't ask for much for that. We just wanted reflooring and all the junk moved.
When did you
That's just gonna
start
be some
working in
storage.
the back room?
He started work probably in a day or two ago.
So like right around this time he went crazy and killed his wife.
Yeah. No, you're right on that.
Maybe we should go check out more.
That means two things.
As I'm making
Do
a
I get the-
circuit, do I
I am
notice
gonna make-
anything in this back room?
You notice that it looks. You see like some scrap of stuff on the floors and some broken tables and whatnot. And you notice that there's not a lot of it, and you see like the scrape marks on the floor, like something was being dragged out the alley as if like people were throwing away things. The room itself just looks like it used to be used as almost like a back pub type area. And you see some like floor paneling on the wall as well, like he was going to move some stuff out and then start relaying and re-carpentering everything.
Like a stack of floorboards ready to go.
Yeah.
Has this Duragar? Can I do an insight check to see if this Duragar has been like
Sure.
coming and honest? All right, that is this. Now I don't roll a crit.
You can't tell either way.
I'd come back in and be like, wow, the back room, definitely still rough. You definitely need somebody to clean that up.
He's pretty fast. I think he'd be able to do it in the time. He said about 2 weeks from when he started. The back room, that is. And like I said, we're just using it for storage.
And before
We
he
don't
moves
need
to
a
go.
second pub. Well, I mean, at this point now, it's going to probably be a month or so. We wanted to get it open, start revenue coming in quicker, but maybe we can just get the bar open and just start throwing all our stuff in the back room whenever we need it.
Yeah, I bet you could just knock a hole in the wall.
It was going to be a door to there, yeah. He was going to actually knock down the other 2 doors, put up some paneling, and just give us a door for the inside.
Yeah.
Not
I
gonna knock a
didn't.
hole in the
What's
wall
this
without a
guy's wealth
carpenter,
look
though.
like? Is
This
he
guy's wealth?
is he wearing nice
Yes.
things? Does he have rings?
He has
Does
like
he have?
decent Duragar armor on. He doesn't look like flashy, but Duragar don't look flashy. They look very much function over anything else.
I'd like to give you a free starter pack of lucky coins for new patrons.
How many coins are in a pack, Break?
Just 50.
How many
They're
packs do
handing
you
them
have,
out at the other
Frank?
taverns, and they go over great.
Oh my fucking god! Are these cursed coins? Are these how the goddamn
Dude.
catalogs find their homes?
They work in jukeboxes.
Do a deception check. Because this guy is the first one that's questioning a lot of stuff. He's a Duragar.
Fuck!
Wait a minute. Is insight wisdom or int?
And
Wait, I don't know that I'm deceiving.
Do you not know? You're just handing them out. That's true. You're not really deceiving.
He has seen me spend them at the Troll Skull.
I know what the coins are. I just am not sure exactly.
He,
Yeah,
so
just
his
have 'em roll.
response is just I'm gonna have him roll it anyway. It's +1. Okay. His response, even you're not deceiving, so he doesn't like look angry at you, but he's like, "How about you come back in a little bit? We'll take the starter pack once we're up and running. How about that? That way I can pass it out to people. I'll get the business to get it out."
All right, well here I'll
Oh.
just give you this one for free right now, and then
You.
they're very nice.
He doesn't
And they bring
take it.
luck.
He just puts it on the bar.
Good enough for me.
Any other questions?
Good luck on your business.
I didn't
you.
see any of your cutlery in that back storage room.
I mean, they say
The guy's wife was
The little-
stabbed with a knife from your bar, so I was looking for the rest of the set.
I honestly don't know where the rest of it would be. I haven't checked too much. I haven't done inventory on the back room.
Oh, I mean, I took a loop through there. I can tell you pretty quickly. It's full of like at least 20 pieces of junk.
Understandable. Took a little bit to fix this place up, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean this room looks pretty pretty good. But yeah.
Did a great job, like I said.
All right. And you haven't seen anything weird and crazy in that back room?
No, just a bunch of junk.
No secret basement to the ale house or anything?
Not as far as I know, but if you find it while searching back there, please let me know. I don't.
All right. And
Want
what was your
to
name
lose
again?
business.
I'm sorry. Rude to me. I know. I no memory for names.
Arnhem Understriker.
All right. Thanks for your time. We're just gonna pop back here to the alley. We might take one more peek through the back room. But
Sure.
good luck getting it up. I can't wait to have a pint here. It looks great.
Well, glad to have you.
And on
you
my way
looking
up the
for
door, I was
any,
like, my recommendation is
Yeah.
a mug club. And
Did you just jump out the window?
it looked like a door to me.
I know.
The art looked like a door. Sorry.
Is
It
there
did,
a
it
way to get from here back to the main street without having to go back through the bar?
Yes.
Alleyway?
So the way Troll Skull Alley works for anyone, because you guys have, I don't know if anyone's lived in Waterdeep for a while, or if you've been here for around this area for a 10-day and a half. So you would have known just by walking through. There is a full back alleyway that does lead back towards the Troll Skull Revival, and it goes through the middle of the entirety of the alleyway.
Okay, great. I
Or
walk
of
out
the
and then I
street.
walk back in immediately afterwards as guard Tom.
Okay.
Hey, I really hope you take stuff off on his lucky coins. It's really good for business.
Oh my God.
It's really
No.
good for the other taverns in the area.
Is this guy's self insight check?
Probably
would be
perception.
It would be deception.
Is it deception? Okay,
Yep.
I didn't know how
So-
this guy's self worked, or if it was just a DC.
I think if he wasn't talking, it would have been a perception check. Wow.
He does have a +7.
+1. Let's see what we got.
God
He-
damn.
Every
Oh, he tried.
every character in this extended family is extremely good at one range, at one like subset of things, and awful at everything else.
Well, I guess if the guards say it's a good thing, you don't want to make any, make any enemies here. So
Don't worry, I'll have to
hand
swing
them out.
by.
Yeah, don't
I'll
worry.
swing
Tom
by
also has a
again.
starter pack.
No, I'm not gonna go that far. All right, just checking in. You have a good one.
You too.
I like the idea that he comes back, but he forgot to undisguise self, and he's like, "So."
I 100% do. What's going on out here?
Okay.
Did
So-
I notice this happen? Because it was directly in
Sure,
front.
you were just standing right there. Did you go to hide like behind a building, or did you just kind of walk
Oh,
out
God,
when you were
no.
out of line
I
of
literally
sight?
walked.
Yeah, you
the
see it
second I
happen.
kind of line of sight of the Durgar. I did it.
I just literally watched you like throw a fucking rubber mask on and then walk back in.
Yep.
Hey.
Okay.
As you walk back out, I would close the door and then go, "Damn, I like your style."
Oh, hey, thanks.
Okay. So out here, there is a giant dark red stain on the brick. You can do a
I walk over it, is it
investigation
still
or
sticky?
perception.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Okay. It is not sticky anymore now.
Okay.
So, looking around the alley to try and get a check for the perception, using your perception check to try and see, put together what would have happened. You can see some, because this place has been cordoned off to a degree for the day or so that it's been since last night. You can see what looks like some form of, because it's a really good perception check, Let me get a drawing tool out here. What looks like footsteps coming in this direction, leading towards the puddle. Footsteps coming out of this door and going in that direction. And then you see both of them converge on where the puddle is. And you can see some form. It doesn't look like, let's see. It doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
Does this look like the right amount of blood for a stabbing based on my career as an assassin?
Yes, if it was something like if just an assassination, no, but like a crime of passion that usually is multiple stabs, yes.
Okay.
So it does fit the bill.
Did we? I'm sure we asked, but I forget. When did dude go to the awning portal and venture down and run away?
You haven't asked yet, but the guard would have said he was down there for a few years. He didn't give a reason because you didn't really pressure
didn't
him.
just leave
You
yesterday.
didn't ask the guard too much. No, he was gone for years. He's been back for about 2 months at this point from the awning portal. Or
Oh,
from
that
the
changes
underground.
things.
Oh, well,
Homegirl
well,
just had a new
so-
life.
It's possible. You never really followed that line of questioning. You could go back and ask the guard more, or even ask him about it if you'd like. But the only thing you really got was a offhand mention from the guard about, he was gone for a while, and then this happened when he came back. But he did state specifically it had been 2 months, so it's not like he came back twisted from all the horrors of Undermountain and then immediately went and killed his wife. It was time.
It's
Time
also weird that he would have killed her right outside where he was working and then not flee. Where is
that did happen.
Yeah. Any signs of bloody handprints on walls or doors or bloody footprints walking away anywhere?
I'm gonna have you do another check. I'm trying to see how much you have with the 23 here. The 9 investigation doesn't really give you much. It doesn't really give you anything more than the 23. You
Step
don't
aside, I've got
see.
this.
He does. Consistently with
Yeah.
the -2.
I'm super
So
curious. Does the size of the footprints, are they the same? And can I measure them with my hooves?
Well, we haven't gotten a response yet on the first part.
So-
before
As far as the investigation check you're able to tell that there are no the bloody footprints that go away look like they were led away by 2 people. So you would be able to tell that when he was there until the guards found him. And as far as the investigation check goes, other than that, the footprints, the one that's leading from the building that he was working on, are larger, and then the ones that are leading from the east are smaller footprints. You do, with the investigation check, you're able to see that the footprints, when they hit this spot right here, based on stride size alone, they seem to slow down in their stuttering. You know how when someone's surprised by something, but they might still be moving forward?
Mhm.
Just by little tiny bits. But these just confidently keep strolling at the same distance apart.
Interesting.
And as a last note, the footprints to the right, they slow down and keep walking, but they never stop walking towards the person on the left. There are no footprints that leave in the other direction, like the person on the right turned around or backpedaled. because it's 16 in investigation, I'm going to give you the fact that you kind of have some idea of what backpedal versus from the last crime. There was someone that backpedaled away from the scene of the crime. Our good friend, I need to keep cleaning this up, so it's not actually in the character. Stuffed Nut McScrooble Snub was the one that noticed it in the last crime. The person who was murdered tried to run away by backpedaling.
How far
This
were we
case,
able to
not
see
so
these
much.
footsteps go in this direction?
They seem to go through the alleyway.
Maybe we should follow the footsteps.
I
If
So
you're
where's
curious,
the-
the people that are by the fountain in the east don't look that mean. They just look like they actually have just normal robes on.
Oh,
There's
so
no
there-
mask,
There's no cultists
but they
here.
look like they're just praying almost. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Did these set of footprints continue on afterward?
No, so those are the set that end at the blood puddle, and then when they continue on, they look like they're being led by two people, as if they were being led by a guard on either side.
Okay.
The ones that come from the house, yeah.
And this set,
We're following this set right now.
cool.
Yeah, you're currently following the one to the east by the robed figures. They're not. They look like they're just praying. They don't look like they have dragon masks on. They're not mean people.
Hey guys.
The one that you talked to kind of looks up. Hello, brother.
Hi. We're looking.
What may I do for you today?
Well, right to the left of us, there's a pretty brutal murder scene. I don't know if you
Yes.
saw.
We have heard about that. Yeah,
You know anything about
it
it?
is. Not personally.
Is this like a special statue or something, or is it just a fountain?
It's a water fountain, but it has a it does seem to be a little bit special. It looks like it's a statue to Mistra, but it's on top of a fountain. That's
Okay.
one of the most well-known gods, so anyone could tell.
And now that we're over here, do the footsteps just stop, or do we notice them?
They seem to go out into the alley, or not out into the road down south.
Well, if you guys think of anything, you let us know.
We will make
Okay.
sure to prepare, brother.
Prepare for what?
And they just stop responding.
I'm gonna check them for any sort of blood on their
Perhaps.
clothing that they may have tried to wash off.
You can investigate it.
So
I
you're
will
looking
come back into the
for.
computer room to do an investigation check.
So you're
I
looking
see
for
that
blood
you're just
spots and
undressing
bleach
them.
spots.
So just to be clear, they don't look like these crazy cultists.
Correct. They just look like normal,
Normal cultists.
monks.
When we
No.
fight them, they'll be cultists on the initiative tracker,
Wow.
but they don't look
All
like
right.
You can't tell a damn thing.
They're so
I don't even know
holy,
that
you can't
they're.
even get close
I'm
to them.
looking. I'm looking at different people altogether.
You don't know where the robes end and the shirts begin, and you just get confused.
Sounds like the first time I took a girl home.
What you guys doing?
Why is
Not
she wearing a robe
All the
already?
footsteps to the
Following
south.
the
Don't worry
footsteps,
about
yeah.
Okay. You are able to make your way out towards the street, and the footsteps lead. And once they hit the street, they get muddled in the rest of the traffic.
Do
This is a
they
very busy
do they
street.
point in a direction?
Do
even
an
if they don't go
investigation
anywhere?
check?
Okay,
Can I help?
please.
Sure. You try really hard, but it's help. Give yourself advantage.
Oh yeah.
Roll it
Shit.
again.
Investigation.
You try really hard, but it just
Step
you can't tell
aside,
which direction it went
everyone.
in.
God damn it,
You
stuff
still-
nut.
Here comes Stuff Nut.
You
Making
do a
his
better
uncle
job,
proud.
but you still can't quite tell which direction.
Stuff
they go
nut
in.
finds one
Damn
more
it.
step, in this direction.
Please.
He finds one more step
Clearly.
forward.
Shit. Oh, wait. Nope, that was a burger wrapper.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this. I don't do anything. I feel like you
Okay.
shouldn't use this
Yeah.
many checks.
You got enough. You got
Also,
enough.
Stormhoof rolled insight.
That's fine. It's probably worse, actually.
Probably a better plus than he normally has.
His investigation's +1, so it was actually only a 3.
He was using an insight check on a burger wrapper to tell if it was really a footstep in disguise.
And now he's not sure.
Tastes like dysentery, guys.
What happened to Torin? Did he follow us? I know he's not
I
actually
think he
there.
followed
but
you.
he
He's probably just
followed
making a
us,
hurricane right now.
I didn't have the hurricane ingredients, so I'm making a sidewinder's fang.
Okay.
All this fancy stuff, and you know what I did? I walked downstairs, I poured some rum in a glass, and then was
And you
like,
drank
know
it.
what? This needs ginger ale, and I added some ginger ale and simple syrup.
There you go.
It is flavored
There you
simple
go.
syrup, though.
A mostly whiskey sour.
No,
Yeah, I
I
didn't
mean
find
with
lemon juice.
rum, with rum, it's just a sad, dark, and stormy.
Yeah.
I'm not
Light
much of
and
a
mild.
rum.
Anyway. The tracks
Um,
seemed to disappear.
That guy there?
That guy's just walking down the street.
Vicious.
You can ask him what's up. You can just let him walk down the street. It's up to you.
Hey, guy.
Wait till he gets past me, and then
Happening, boys.
circle around behind him with the bagpipes.
Oh no!
No. He gets frightened. He's like, "Whoa. What was that?"
I like the idea that you pulled them out and you put your arm on them too hard. They went, and you're not even playing yet. You're about to play the song, but you startle them.
What do I owe this acquaintance to?
Nothing good, son.
Like
We're
Chris
just-
Pine.
Were you walking over here earlier? Like way over
It is
here?
Chris Pine.
It's the portrait is based off of the DnD character from the movie.
Mm.
What you doing in Waterdeep? No.
Live here.
Did he
Where
get
were
here
you
the
on
same way
night of
foxes
last
get here?
night?
What?
Yeah,
Like,
we don't. I don't think we actually suspect this guy, do we?
No, I think you guys are just being silly.
He's just the
We can
only dude
scare
out
him
here.
into being a
it's a
suspect.
completely. Is it a ghost town or are there other people? That would
No, it's
determine what I
currently
do.
turning into night slowly. Like you're in
He's
the
the only guy out 2 days after a murder in some place that isn't directly the murder.
It's just weird that there's so many places to go over here in such a big city, but this is the only guy.
This
there
is
are
not-
more
He does not look suspicious though, in any way.
people around. You can ask him questions if you'd like.
So,
Hello?
oh,
Anything I can do for you?
you see anything strange going on the last couple days?
Not personally. I've heard of a murder in the alley back there.
What do you
What'd you
know
hear?
about it?
That some man killed his wife. That's about it.
Did you know him?
No. I know one of his friends, Aaron, though.
What was
Where
the
does
name
Aaron
of-
normally hang out?
Was Aaron the
I
guy
the-
that she cheated on him with, or was that a different?
No,
guy?
Aaron
No,
was
no.
the guy he listed as his buddy.
Okay, okay.
Maya was the other one.
Jeremiah was the dude.
Jeremiah the woodcutter, but not the bullfrog.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, we don't know that he wasn't a bullfrog. He just was a woodcutter.
Could have been a bullfrog.
Could be both.
Yeah.
Maybe both.
I'm
Could be a bullywog.
I'm literally fire, so like anything can happen.
So, what? You know
Yes.
Where's Where's he usually hanging out?
He'll either be at the Troll
Holy
Skull
shit,
Revival.
Fine.
Yeah, we just call him Chris, though.
Fine was his father.
Yeah.
Troll Skull Revival. Occasionally he'll be, if he's on this side of town, other side of town, Yawning Portal. He also has a house.
What
Doesn't really
what's
do
your,
too much
what-
outside of that.
what's your name, son?
The name is
Jeremiah.
Darvis.
Ah, Darvis. You got a last name, Darvis?
They just call me Darvis.
Fair enough.
Kind of like Cher.
I don't understand the
That's
I'm from a different plane. Don't worry about it.
Out of character question
Sure.
from somebody who was in another room for a while. Why are we over here?
Mhm.
We followed the footsteps
You were
down to
following
the
the
fork
tracks
in the
and-
road, and then we lost it, and this was the only guy down here.
seems suspicious.
That he would stay here for 2 days? Yes, it does.
Well, no, but like,
Well, they're talking to this random stranger. Are there any blood marks on any of the doorknobs to these buildings?
Do an investigation check.
Yep,
I'm gonna give him guidance.
that's a
Oh my
D4.
God, someone's finally using guidance.
All right, 1D4 extra.
That you were not able to see any at all. No.
Yeah, see, the further we got, the more I thought we must be close to finding the next hook, and now I just realized that, yeah, I should just start casting guidance on everything. Let's get through this. Let's find the next part. So he doesn't find anything. Like, I just don't know what to do now.
I'm gonna go to the wood. I'm gonna lead the group to the woodcutter's hut. Jeremiah.
Can we find that?
I'm gonna ask
be able to
around
ask
as,
around about
as we're looking.
Sure. You can go find Jeremiah's hut. They're asking. It's a nice little hut. Looks pretty well done.
Bullfrog
Actually,
sized?
you're able to. No,
Or like
human
medium,
sized.
medium creature size.
Damn it.
Human sized. What would you like to do?
Knock on the door.
Okay. So you knock on the door, and out comes a gentleman. He's got classic flannel shirt, jeans,
Do we
got
have
a
credentials?
big old beard.
Library.
Sir, do you
Um,
sell paper
you were-
towels?
He does look actually very similar to Bronny. You do have deputized credentials. Yeah, you have a little badge.
I'm gonna make sure to have that visible as we approach the door.
Sure.
Good
Can
evening,
I-
citizen.
Good evening. What?
We're on patrol, just asking questions. There's been a murder about. We're just we're making the rounds. I
And-
presume you've heard of the murder.
What was her name?
I have.
Did we ever
Her
find
name
out?
was Danielle, and her
Danielle.
last name
Um,
was Boontz.
Oh,
which
good,
is
you're
the same
familiar.
name as
Could
Carol.
you,
Boontz.
could you tell me what you've heard of the murder?
From what I heard, she was brutally stabbed.
She?
Yeah. Yes.
Did
Sounds like you know a lot.
This official
we never
business here,
mentioned
we're
it
gonna
was
have
female.
to, I'm sure you'll understand, cast a zone of proof.
Sure. Feel free.
I don't know where he is, but we'll say he's.
in a
Here, pretend that's him. Chris
Yeah.
Pine is this guy now.
Yeah, we're that close to him.
Go on, Torin.
What did you say?
Go on, Torin. That's a really
So,
hard one to say.
Are you familiar with the victim at all?
Very much so.
Could you describe your relationship to the victim?
She thought her husband had passed away in Undermountain, as most people do. We had been friends for a while, and I just wanted to help her through some tough times. Never quite got married. That's when he showed up. But we all decided the best thing was that she get back together with him.
Why?
The only reason she was with me is because she thought he was dead. She would never have cheated on him. That wasn't the intent.
That's not what
All
the
the
word
local
is
townsfolk-
around town.
All the local townsfolk like to spin the tall tale.
When was the last time you saw her?
Night before,
So,
we all,
just
three of
for
us went out
context,
to
the
grab
night
a drink.
before she died, or wait,
The night before
Yeah.
she died, or was the night
Yeah.
before tonight?
Night before,
Not the
You
day
murdered
she
her.
died. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
no. We all went out for a drink. Everything seemed,
We all as in
everyone seemed
you
okay.
and what's his
It was-
face and Danielle.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was.
You
it
were on
was
that good
cordial.
of terms with him after that?
We all made a. I mean, it was a full-on decision between all of us. The townsfolk like to
What?
scandalize, but it was.
Just
Yeah,
maybe you guys are just way more emotionally mature than me, but that's whack.
Are you?
So, like, did you have set nights of the week, or
no, I mean, we would hang out. And
No,
talk, but
they're like friends now or some shit.
we're just friends at this point. And he is under a zone of truth.
but like,
And did say those
but like
words
not
after
just her,
submitting to the zone
her,
of
her
truth.
husband, and him are all three friends and go out drinking together.
He did. I mean, he did make a mention that it's cordial. So like, it's probably
Yeah.
a bit awkward, but it does seem like he does say like they're trying because they don't see a reason to. They didn't.
Well,
know,
I
now
mean,
she's
we was
dead and
What was his
Presumed
name
he
again?
murdered her.
The guy who did the murdering. What was his name?
Kiro.
Kirill didn't seem super friendly when we brought you up to him. I don't think he was very friendly.
Well, he did murder her, so maybe it all was an act. I don't know.
Where were you last? It's still last night, right?
Yeah,
Where were you last night?
I was just at home.
Were
Been a
you
long day.
And right here where we are is home.
Yes.
were you involved with the murders in any way at all?
No. Not in the slightest. Broke my heart to hear about it. Never thought he would have done that. Everything seemed okay, and then
were you still involved with Danielle?
no.
Do you have
Honest
another
truth.
honey on the side now?
No, not yet. You know,
Can you tell us
Yeah,
about Aaron?
Aaron, good friend, Danielle and Kirill. Known him for a while.
Well, how's he feel about Danielle?
I'm not so much from there. Danielle?
No, how's he feel about Danielle?
Now,
How's
how does
Aaron?
he feel about Danielle?
Yeah.
Aaron seems fine. As far as I can tell, and this is just from conversation, I haven't really pressed him too much. He also thought that Kira was probably dead. It'd been 2 years in Undermountain, so he doesn't question it. Unless he has some unless he's got something he's hiding too.
Well, that's what,
I don't
that's what
see
I'm
what
wondering.
he
Was
would've
like,
done
was he
something
close
like
with Danielle?
He's involved? No.
Like
She's
when
not
you
like-
two was together, was Aaron around?
So many chin.
But I didn't cast it again.
He. What do you mean by arrest? I mean, he
These
was.
are really hard to make. Like,
So what I'm trying to
was-
get at is,
exists.
like when he was in a relationship with Danielle, was Aaron
Uh-huh.
like always around then, or was he just like, is he just a person?
normal
Are they
amount.
like
He just says the
acquaintances, or
normal
like
amount.
was he always around?
No,
Okay.
the normal that you'd have like a friend, not like a best
Yeah.
friend, but like
Yeah.
Aaron was just a friend
Okay.
of the group.
Okay.
does he have any blood on him or anything?
You can do an investigation check.
Guidance.
Help.
I like both of those words.
Come on, bardic inspiration already.
Hey!
I'm saving it for when he needs it.
You can tell for certain he does not have any blood, and you look even around the house a bit, and there is nothing.
So
That would be
what you're saying is
right
he's a
there.
vampire. He has no blood in him.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Yes, you look into his veins and you see no blood, and you're like,
Maybe he's a
Was there
plant.
anyone who might have been upset about him coming back from Undermountain?
oh,
Look, as someone who would be like in a really good position to hate him, did anybody else hate him? Like, who around town hated him?
he kept to himself a lot. No one really seemed. No one hated him.
What about his wife?
Are you saying that he didn't do this?
Well, we don't know, because we zoned the truth him, and he kind of doesn't. You know, we're supposed to tell you this stuff. We're on official business.
Are you getting southern with your cotton mouth?
It's just really hard.
small town lawyer.
It's really hard to talk fast.
Is that right, Foghorn Leghorn?
I do declare.
Really hard to do that fast.
Well, I mean, if he didn't do it, I couldn't think of anyone else. They said they found him with the murder weapon, though, in hand.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean nobody ain't cast no spells or nothing. Maybe he
Think of
wasn't
anything.
in his right mind. What? Come over here a second. Oh wait, how
Maybe
far?
she tried to do a murder-suicide and he
I
didn't
want
go
to-
along with it.
I want to describe the, I don't know what to call them, the cultists around the fountain. I want to describe them to him and ask him who they are.
You describe them to him. They're like they're just preachers of mystery. They usually go into a trance there a couple times a day. Well, occasionally they'll break and
And-
talk to someone. That's what I mean by a couple times a day.
Did they say be well prepared or get prepared? What did they say?
They said be prepared.
Be prepared.
They said be prepared. Does that mean anything to you?
They always talk cryptically. Occasionally you hear them say, be prepared or be ready. No one really knows what they're talking about. They say a one-word phrase and they go into a trance. I'm not gonna lie, they don't ever seem to leave that fountain. I don't know how they eat, sleep, do anything.
What does Kithrin look like?
Gus?
No, I'm asking the guy. He should like the what does the murderer look like? I just want him in his zone.
Kiro?
of- Yeah, that's the one. I never remember the dude's name. Sorry. What does Kiro look like?
He's looks a little bit haggard from his years in Undermountain. He's got black, a little bit gray in the hair, thick eyebrows, brown eyes, full mustache and beard.
Is
that also-
he
does that all
usually
line up with what-
shirtless?
Yeah, I'm literally looking at his picture right now to describe.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I
It is
Oh,
legit.
you have
I'm
a
not- I'm
picture
not-
of
I'm
him
not
on your
looking-
mantle.
I cast disguise self on myself to look like him as a tease.
hold on, Jesus Christ! I gotta open up paint again.
No, you already are one ahead. You already have one. You already have
Okay.
one saved up.
This is a very involved character flaw.
At some point, I'm gonna have to finish the soul patch. It can't keep coming down.
You guys keep going, but I got to do a checkpoint. I got to show stream this. You guys keep talking though.
Is there? They thought it was cut and dry that he was it. You're telling me
might-
there's
it
someone
might-
else out there.
It might be. There might be. Jesus, he's got me doing a southern accent now. Might be. Maybe not. We're just looking at all avenues before before the case is closed.
Does this look like the face of a killer to you? Point of my own face. Disguised as him.
How grossly inappropriate.
I didn't think
I
so
really
until
don't
last
know.
night. I didn't think so until last night. They told
Okay,
me
thank you.
afterwards that he was a murderer, and now you're here telling me he might not be.
You didn't hear from us, though.
I don't even know your names. What am I gonna say?
Exactly.
We're gonna keep it that way. Have a good night, sir.
My
Um,
name is Stuff, not McScribbles.
Don't
Would you-
shut the
Would you like a coin?
I would like to give you a lucky coin to hopefully make your days go better.
God damn it!
You just
Snuff,
like
snuff, read
in
the
mild
room.
shock takes the coin from you.
Not to super backtrack, but did we actually investigate the back room, or did you just run through it real quick to get a description?
You
I
did.
did
You
a
investigated
search.
again. You can always backtrack from where you always can walk back if you think you need. Is there anything else you have missed?
Well, the
You also
next
can
place
go
I was
back-
going to check was their home, but if we want to as a group check that back room, if
So-
we're close, are we closer to his house or the back room?
About equidistant.
How far are we going to pass by the fountain where those dudes are again on our way back at all?
If you go back to the
Back room.
yeah, if you go back to the back room,
because that
back to the
dude-
back rooms.
because the dude made a point to say that they never seem to eat or sleep. I'm kind of starting to wonder if maybe they're something that I could catch with detect good and evil, which is aberration,
Will it
celestial,
work near the
elemental.
statue? It seemed like the statue auto dispels.
I could maybe get a channel divinity for turn undead. Does that work the same as spells, canonically?
No, believe it or not, because
Um,
the same thing. Like monsters don't get counterspell when they use their traits. I would say channel
Yeah.
divinity is not a spell
So I could use
unless it specifically has you cast a spell. Then that kind of breaks it. But like
can
a
make
spell
them make a
slot spell.
wisdom
Turn undead is not
save
a spell slot.
and frighten them, which would cause them to move if they're an undead.
Does turn undead work against non-undead?
It's undead. So no, it
Okay.
doesn't. But they are something if they don't need to eat or leave.
So help me God if this could have been resolved by me being a paladin.
I'm a cleric.
This is the most useful campaign for divine sense.
Yeah. I wish I had that somehow.
Are you headed back towards the
Yeah.
back room, and while you're going there, okay, so you go back towards that room. I can drag everyone over. You stop at the fountain first. You cast you cast turn undead, and nothing happens.
Okay.
It does get off, but they don't seem to be undead.
Would I know as a player? So I don't know if I know as a character, but as a player, would I know if they had to make the save or not?
Yes,
Did they have to make the save?
I would say so. They did not.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, let's go to the storeroom.
Everyone goes towards the storeroom. That Durgar is actually no longer in there, as it is getting closer and closer to
So
normal nighttime hours.
the reason I came in here after more last time was I was thinking of doing a detect good and evil in here to see if it was hollowed in any way and kind of just evil inherently. To see if maybe the
can do that.
room corrupted him somehow.
You are able to walk the entire room, and you do not detect any good or evil. There's no hollow spell here.
Any secret hatchways?
You can do an investigation check.
I'll guidance you.
Somebody else should probably do that. I don't have
What kind?
good
What is?
investigation.
I got a plus
I've got
3.
it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Fuck
Well, you have.
I don't have a -2, so not Frank.
Someone else
Um,
can do it. You didn't find anything.
Oh,
Stuff
will
nut,
guidance
McScribble,
myself.
McSnub.
And
I'll
I
help
will
you.
look around with help.
With
I will
I will give him the help.
I'll
play
guide
you
25.
attune.
So we'll say I was doing this investigation while I was censoring.
So, as you are censoring and walking around, you do notice on the wall of this room, on the eastern wall,
Mm-hmm.
what looks like some form of red residue that is not blood. Eastern wall.
Yep.
There we go.
Never
Yeast-
eat
yeast? I
soggy
thought you
meat.
said
All right,
yeast.
got it.
Breaded wheat.
Okay. I would like to attempt to identify it.
Sure. You can do an Arcana check.
I'm good at those. I'm
Or-
gonna guidance myself.
I
We
guess
know
I
it's
would allow
magical.
history as well if you're gonna try and check and see it versus
I'm,
stuff you've read.
I'm the same
One
in
of the two.
Arcana as I am in history. So can I?
I
So
give
it's
him
up
help.
to you. And you have advantage and guidance. And a flute.
Does that help?
You could give him bardic inspiration.
I would
I
really-
will give him bardic inspiration. While
Oh my-
saying
Oh,
this
okay.
song.
What's the? That was before I saw the number. What
What's the
was-
bardic inspiration die?
It
Let
is
him have it.
1d6.
Roll the d6.
Okay.
Full six. Full six. Full six. Full six. Close
17.
enough.
Close.
17's a
So you
good.
know it is definitely magical in nature, and it is not. Whatever left this is not human.
Okay.
You know that it is okay to touch and keep, but in order to know more,
gonna-
you would have to do
gonna
actual
take
research into it in
I-
some way,
I
shape,
will.
or form.
I will try to
Wait.
do that if we take a rest or something. But I must have something in my inventory I can put this in.
Yeah,
I have
you-
I have a
you-
poisoner's kit and an herbalism kit. One of these has to have a jar
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
and sample pullers. I'm assuming the
You would
poisoner's
also-
kit like has tongs or a scraper.
I have holy water,
You look
so
at
I would
yourself.
just empty.
You also know
I would empty out a holy
that-
water thing and put some in it.
Waterdeep is also a wealth of knowledge. You don't have to technically look for it yourself. You could go around and
Yeah.
use resources at your disposal. You wouldn't just have to do it during a rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna empty out whatever is holding my holy water, and I'm going to put. What can I call this? So that,
Keep your holy water. I have
Oh.
the poisoner's kit comes
Oh.
with vials. to
okay,
make-
yeah. Can I have a vial?
You could call it. I'm just call it red sludge.
Okay. Red sludge. I will add a vial of red sludge to my. Jeez. Whatever. It will be a flask in my inventory because I can't get a vial. Okay. So I got this crazy liquid. I don't
Do you
know
know
what
what
it
it
is though. It's got some crazy magic stuff.
What's it smell like?
I take a big
Sulfur.
whiff. Sulfur.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are we sure it's not just sulfur?
Sulfur's yellow,
Yeah.
And he said it was magical.
and he said it was magical.
It is magical, that's it for sure.
What kind of magic?
What kind of magic, me?
You can't. There's no school to it.
There's just no school. It's
Let's go to the wizard's
unfucking-believable.
college.
You could find if you wanted to. You could find a magic place that you would be able to potentially tell you more.
We'll
that
go to
you
the
tend to
magic
open a little
shop
bit
down
later.
the street over there. There was one. We walked right by it.
Let's
Remember?
go to Winter
There
House to
was.
the mage's college.
No, we
It's like this
literally
entire
walked
place
by
was
the magic shop. It was down the road where we talked to Chris.
What's his name?
That was. It was right there.
Yeah,
First,
yeah. Go down to the magic shop.
Okay, so in front of you, he's no longer here. He's walked on. He's not just staying there.
What the hell?
What are you doing here? Oh,
Why are
You
you
thought
gotta
it
be
was dead,
so
but he wasn't.
aggressive, Mo?
I was startled.
So is she.
So
Hello.
you walk in and you see a older woman, long flowing mage's robes, a parchment and quill, and she's currently darting around a little bit. Looks like she's in the middle of doing some research. She looks up at the group of you, says,
Follow her around playing a flute.
Excuse me.
and she puts down the quill and the paper and is like, I might as well stop this now then. Don't normally get a lot of customers late at night, but we are open for
Oh
business.
yeah, it's like midnight. Sorry about that. I'm from a different
No, it's
plane. We
like
don't
I
have
said, we're
time.
open for business. Usually, I know a lot of wizards stay up late studying, so we're here to help with that.
I got this vial of red slugs. You know what this might be?
I can definitely do some tests. If
How-
you,
How long would that take?
I mean, it probably won't take too long. Maybe an hour-ish.
I take
I
it
can get
like
them to you
3
if you need them
lucky
tonight.
coins, and I'm like this much.
Those are not currency. It would be 1 gold.
Oh shit! Emma got gold. I only got this.
I gotta go.
Okay.
I put my
She takes the
lucky
gold and she
coins
goes
back.
over here. What would you like to do for an hour while she looks like she passes it through a couple vials. She does a couple magic tests on it. Writes down some stuff on the piece of paper. You can see while you're looking over her shoulder that there are
She has
different
a
columns.
full-size centaur chilling out behind her, watching this with interest.
Surprisingly, she seems to not even notice you're there. She is very focused.
Wow.
And you're able to see on the piece of paper that she has columns. She seemed to have narrowed it down to that some form of monster. It's not human, as if you already knew. And she has
I'm gonna
different
use
monstrosities and somewhat like that put down.
I'm gonna use stealth and sleight of hand to start hiding Frank's coins all over the shop.
Sure. Roll stealth check.
I am going to use one of. No. I'll just roll a stealth.
Oh,
check.
wait. What about... Oh, man, how good is the performance
Very good.
behind this person, though? How much distraction is there?
Well, she's not noticed. Yeah. Oh, that is a good point. There's a centaur behind her playing the pan flute.
She's also not noticing it, so you're able to stealth and also put them in pretty decent spots, all throughout the shop.
I can't help myself but skew towards the chaotic.
That's fine.
And I
she-
just think you're giving everybody gold.
You,
Like,
you
man,
see
these guys are
her
awesome.
cross out the fact that it's potentially any form of blood on the paper, and she goes over here and puts the vial onto the table and starts casting a couple spells over it, and cross out more and more and more. And then she looks over at Vesper. Where did you find this?
It was on the wall of the storage room of Froon's Brews, right?
Yes.
On
Near
the
a crime
wall
scene.
of the storage room. The
Near a
first
crime
birds were
I
over
nudge him when he starts explaining near a crime scene.
there. Oh, yeah. We're on duty.
You. Interesting. If I am correct, this is a type of ooze. Is there any
Ooh.
form of? Is there any form of sewer grating, anything like that, around there? I mean, what am I talking about? It's water deep. Of course, there's sewers somewhere around there, or grating
Okay,
in
I'm
some way,
gotta
shape, or
be
form.
right back real quick,
Yes,
guys.
there is. Yeah, of course there's sewer grates over there. Water deep.
I can't narrow down the type of ooze it is. I believe it is of the Oblex family. Normally in the Underdark. And
Would I know the ooze type?
you would know that an Oblex is a different type of powerful psionic ooze.
But also
Varying
from
powers
but,
depending on what it
but
is.
now, but like knowing about oozes from the Underdark and now associating it with the red ooze mark on the wall, would I have any extra idea?
As far as what it is,
Yeah.
or the ooze type in general. So you can do a history check. I'll give you advantage because you're from the Underdark.
All right, and then I am going. Oh no, you already gave me advantage, so I can't do anything else. I'm going to take. I'm going to take guidance because Vesper's not here.
I'm gonna take my luck and take away my.
I will guidance.
Okay, I
He
have a
also
different.
has guidance. Is your guidance just giving him a lucky coin?
I do hand him a lucky coin, but also give him guidance at the same time.
Wow, I'm a terrible roller today.
You cannot quite put your hand on, or your thought on anything other than that it is. You know that they're from the Underdark, and that they're psionic, and that's
Okay, I'm back.
your knowledge.
Did I miss anything super important?
There was a roll that was done by Torin to see if there was any more things that they knew.
Okay.
And it was just that it's just the same because Torin's from the Underdark. It's a ooze that has psionic properties. I don't know if you heard the word Oblex.
Yeah. So that would mean that
Yeah.
it could potentially possess someone to do something then. Maybe?
Possibly. This person who has done the research doesn't seem to know the scale.
Are there any
Obelisks can come
ooze
in different
experts here in
scales.
Waterdeep?
There are no ooze experts, but there's a library.
If only I knew a librarian.
What could we call this, like, if we were going to go research it?
Just look up at you can look up the Oblex family. You might have to try and get into the back section of the library. These usually aren't
Okay.
books that you would find
Okay.
in the forward section, in the beginning, in the entrance.
So we're just like,
Or
is the people
Do you-
work at the
are you a
library? Can
rec-
they help us?
Are you a recognized party at the library? Could we drop your name to maybe get
no,
back?
No, don't drop my name. I have definitely forgotten to turn multiple books back into the library over my years. Waterdeep barbarians are not very happy when you forget to return books.
Gotcha. I look at.
Do you
I
want
look
us
at
to bring
Frank's
any books
character,
back
and I
for
like
us?
that's good to know.
Oh no, I've currently returned all of my books that I have out, but I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to take any more books out. So don't worry about bringing any back. But thank
So
you
you're
for
not
the...
in good standing
Yeah.
with the library.
No. No.
Okay then, let's go to the library, guys. Get ourselves a library card.
Okay.
What the hell's a library card?
I don't know, we're just about to find out though.
You make your way to the library, and you go there. The librarian. I'm not going to move you all the way over there. I will actually, but while we're talking, the librarian looks like they're barely falling asleep. You know that it is currently researchers' hours at the library, so the only people you see in there are people who are very hard at work researching various things.
We should probably go to bed soon.
It is not busy.
After we wake up this person, so.
While he goes to go check in, I am just
The
going
librarian
to.
is.
I'm going to
sorry,
sneak past the librarian who's
a
clearly
tiefling
asleep,
librarian who's sleeping. Sure, you
Yeah,
do something.
and go
Oh,
to the
wait.
back section and look for a card catalog.
I asked Ralgar if he can play this.
Card?
Ralgar's not here.
Yeah, not Ralgar.
Ralgar
Moore.
definitely can. Ralgar's confident. in
I
his
asked Moore if he
abilities.
can play this.
Play what?
Oh, is it
A
not coming
lullaby?
through? It's like the standard
BRB?
Android alarm clock theme thing. You know,
Before,
Yeah, no,
probably after Torin tries to stealth in, I'd imagine.
She's sleeping. We're gonna ask
Just
her
have
what
him play the fucking bagpipes.
No, like a gentle rouse.
but
We don't
you
want to
could-
piss her off.
You can stealth it if you'd like.
I will. Do you need me to roll, or is it just
Yes, please.
okay?
You can roll with advantage because she's asleep, though.
We'll wait till he gets by so we can distract
You're
her
good.
the whole time.
So you're able to get back to the little catalog that's on a stand up here. Kind of make out where the sections on the Underdark are. And I'm guessing more plays of the bagpipes, and she wakes up like,
No, I was gonna play the flute. I was gonna gently
oh, okay. She's just like, that's actually
lull
really well
her
done. She-
into
What's
awakeness.
the counter? Did you just jump over the counter? She's like, oh, what's that lovely music? Oh, hello.
Hey, good morning
Um,
there.
Welcome to the library of Waterdeep, one of the many.
She did not know what town she was in when she.
Yeah,
woke up.
you seemed a little confused there.
Just-
For,
Little
you must have
groggy.
been very deeply
Uh,
asleep.
Yeah, the way
I'm-
librarians work in this world is they just appear when they're needed, so her mind was in another plane doing something else.
Really cool that all of these places are within a block from each other.
You're very story serving.
Right? What? This is, I imagine you're here to research things. Is there anything I can...
We're with
Help you with?
Sea Guard, and we're looking for some information on obols.
Obelix.
an obelix, not an
What he
obelisk.
said. I don't have a tongue. I'm from the
Obelix.
fire plane.
Okay. I don't know of anything. You are with the city guard though, so you can make your way. It's in the back. It's in the Underdark section. It is under the many. I
E for
believe the
obelisk.
book is called "Why Am I Crazy" by Volo. An
Oh my
Underdark
god,
guy.
that guy!
Who? You heard this guy?
Only because I played Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh no,
Has
I mean,
anyone else
I, the
come here
player, know.
researching the same thing recently?
No. Underdark is very rare to research.
But there's
Are
like
we
two
in the
other
age
Durgar
that are we in
towns.
the age that Volo is alive?
Technically, no,
No.
Okay, then.
because he
then
was murdered
Oh, we're still in
the
that
previous
timeline.
campaign. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Goofy's
lore, yeah.
ordering.
Okay,
Currently,
cool.
that's lore. Volo was murdered in
Well,
this
I didn't
world.
know if you just took the Troll Skull revival or everything that
but
happened.
No.
around here,
This is the exact
everybody knows who Volo is.
Yes,
Yeah, he
Oh,
died
yeah.
like last year.
Yeah, but he was a very loud person.
Correct.
Very
Like,
loud.
and
He
it's
was
a
a
recent
prominent,
death.
loud person.
Like they
Correct.
might still be collecting money to revivify him. It's
They were
it's fresh
trying to.
enough.
They
They
haven't
could still
revivified
be.
him yet.
Man, I hope somebody collects money to revivify me.
So
It
You got a
depends on
long
the
way to
campaign.
go, buddy.
you are able to walk past, find the book on the Obelix, and whoever is reading it, I would like you to make a history check, or just it'd be better
I'm
than just a flat
good at
intelligence
those.
check.
I'm not good at those.
I am.
I
I
help
will
though.
do one.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
give you some
I will
help.
provide you first-hand Underdark knowledge
Okay,
as you
so
go through the book.
I'm gonna guidance myself. I'm getting help. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you are able to read through the book and parse it together to know that a Obelix is definitely something that can take memories away from beings. You're able to also find out that though fire doesn't seem to hurt them more, they do seem to avert away from it in some way, shape, or form. It weakens them in some way, shape, or form. You know that they can fit into very tight spaces like most slimes and oozes. You do also know that there is a rare variant that Volo found, specifically that this book is about, that can replace memories as well. And that is what you were able to tell,
We're gonna borrow this book.
as long as you return it. Wait,
Roger
you
that.
didn't come in with the rest of them.
Is the obelisk?
You were
Who are you?
asleep. I flashed my badge. You were sleeping. I didn't want to wake
Oh.
you up. City guard business.
Sorry. Please don't tell my boss.
No worries.
wouldn't dream of it.
So,
Thank
is this a creature, or is this just a substance from where creature may have...
You talking about the thing in the vial?
Yeah. Did I scrape that off
That
the creature? Could he have been in a
Is
crack
a
in the wall?
substance. Actually, potentially, it does seem to be. You, I guess in that case, you wouldn't 100% know. It could have been there.
Like, it
they do
could
also
have
sometimes
been, though.
leave substances behind. It could have
Yeah.
been either.
Yeah, so
It can fit into very tiny
I would
spaces.
point that out to the group. I'd be like, that could have been the ooze.
God.
Well, we're not that far. We can go look. Otherwise, I'm told that we should go looking for storm drains.
Hmm. Well, wait, what will finding the ooze do right now?
It would corroborate our theory, and also, if we find an ooze in the city, we probably should kill it and get an additional reward.
Relax. We could go alert the guard and maybe get some reinforcements to fight the obelisk.
We're gonna need more than a vial, like a small red vial and a library book.
Really? We kind of signed on for like nothing.
That's because they're paying us. It's not the opposite way.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's go look for a storm drain then. Because it's probably not in the wall, but it could have been.
It's close enough. We should check the wall and then look for a.
Where is that place? Yeah, we should
It's the
do
next
that.
building left. Like
It's
we're.
the
Yeah, oh, look at that.
You're so
It's-
close.
Yeah, let's go do that right now.
I'll drag you all in there real quick.
Okay.
You get in the room. Look around. There doesn't seem to be any more ooze coming out of that wall.
I use my produce flame to put the flame near the wall to see how the sludge reacts to it.
Okie dokie.
So,
You hold your hand to that wall. And as you are holding your hand to that wall, this is what I'm gonna give you.
Uh-oh.
You. I have to move you slightly, I'm sorry. You are able to make an attack against it as it comes out of the wall, but it is also able to make an attack against you. Because it rolled very high on stealth.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, it's we'll go with one.
I'm gonna use Bane.
No, so it's with the fire. It was with the produce flame. I'm giving you the
Oh.
produce flame attack.
Okay.
Because-
Yep.
You're holding a fire. to it, and
Gotcha,
it's gonna be-
gotcha. That works for me. Take the damage. Produce flame. Target.
That'll hit.
That was almost a crit.
Everyone in the comment check.
What?
For that damage.
Why is there a girl in front of it?
It's not. It's the obelisk picture has a possessed being in it, and there's nothing I can do about that. So it's going to get an attack against your good friend Vesper, and then what's Stuff Nut McScrooble. What's the
That's
last
all
part?
hidden.
I
What
have
is
a
your
hard
last
time
part of your
remembering
name?
anybody's fucking names here.
McScrooble Snub. And we'll probably not get through this combat, but we will start it off.
Why does she look like a mad anime mom?
She does get an attack off before you go, Frank. But the wisdom save Vesper.
Okay. Wisdom save.
You do not make the save.
Oh no!
It does. 35 psychic
I'm
damage.
down.
No.
Wow.
And
Huh.
Stuff Nut McScrooble Snub is your turn.
Guys, I think we're fucked.
That was an interesting one. That was an interesting one. Thankfully, it's one off.
I mean, I think everything's gonna be okay.
Do you?
The good news is I only have about a week of memories that aren't from a hive mind, so there's that.
Start by attacking? That probably doesn't do a damn
You have advantage because it took fire damage.
Oh,
It doesn't like fire.
It does not like fire, as I said. In
I-
the book you read.
Sorry,
Ooh,
I
you hit.
I spend a lot of time focusing on how many chins Frank has. I come in and out.
all right, and I am going to do.
Booming or green blade?
I mean, green flame doesn't actually do anything to it yet.
Also, the party would know that I have a medicine kit on my person, because I'm assuming at some point I would have used it before now.
So it would have to be booming. So if it moves, it takes a D8 worth of damage.
Okay, because it's the first level booming. It's at 5 where it actually starts to do.
Yeah, green
That's
flame also
something
only
good.
deals damage to a secondary target. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on our fiery friend.
Let's go.
Oh, that's right. It's so much more healing now for every healing spell. Oh my god.
So
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Okay. So, at the start of its turn, it is going to do one pseudopod attack against Stuffed Nut McScrubble Snub.
Good luck.
It's
Oh my
going
God,
to miss.
It's a miracle.
And then it's going to make a second pseudopod attack against Vesper.
God damn it.
And that's going to hit.
Are we sure? Holy Jesus Christ.
Alright, good night again, I guess.
But now you get to make... Ooh, hide your death save.
I did. Actually, wait, I'll double check that. I did.
Hide him
Nope,
again?
it popped up again. It's now.
Hide the- yeah.
It's gone.
Did you?
It's
Okay.
gone.
That was a save. We'll see whether it was a success or a failure at some point.
No, that
Oh,
was a
dart
tell.
here.
That was a tell.
It's Monty Crummer.
I saved
Name
that,
check.
guys. That was a tell.
I love the
Alright,
fact
I'm gonna
that, like,
move 5. What is it supposed to be? So 5 feet there, 10 feet there.
Yeah.
And that will, my charger will activate, so if I hit him, I'm gonna do an extra 1d8 bonus to the attack roll.
let's go. You don't have an advantage anymore because it did its turns and said took fire damage.
How did that work? Did I automatically get a death save because she hit me, and then I did a death save because it was my turn?
You only took one death save so far.
But like she hit me, isn't that while I was unconscious? Isn't that an automatic?
No, you got healed
I
by a
brought you
healing
back
word.
up.
That misses. Yeah, you got brought
shit.
back up.
Yeah, you were conscious for 3.4
Okay.
seconds.
Yeah. I just
That was
wasn't
the
up
first
long enough.
attack.
I only have 1 attack.
You have action surge. You're a fighter.
Well, I am gonna action surge.
Don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
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 I'll make my second attack now. I hope.
Also, it did not hit. But you do have graze, so you do still do damage when it misses.
Oh right.
Because you have proficiency with great swords. So it's
Yeah.
just the ability modifier, I believe. So it's your strength.
So it's
I don't know what your plus is to damage.
4.
4? Okay, that's great. That's 8 damage. It's something. Because weapon properties. Technically, not boop.
Stuffed nut.
Stuffed Nut McScrubble Snub would have also used Vex on the rapier, so next time you hit the creature, you have advantage.
I think the next time I don't know if that goes to everybody.
Yeah, that's he. Yeah, the next time so on his turn, he would get the next attack with advantage. I'm trying to read up on everything just to point it out because I know that weapon
Thank you, I
masteries are
appreciate that.
very different.
I'm not 100% sure that works with pack weapon, but I'm assuming it does. 'Cause it
You're a
would be
rape.
kinda
It's a
shitty if it
rapier.
doesn't.
To say, yeah, no, it works fine. Torin.
All right, Torin is torn.
Torin is torn.
So it's an action to stabilize him, right?
Yes. The
And
medicine
we don't.
check.
None of us have any potions.
Correct.
I'm gonna use steady aim. No, I'm not. I lied. That takes a bonus action. I'm not gonna do that. I am going to use a lucky die on my first attack to give myself
Perfect.
advantage.
Let's go. That hits.
Hold on, I'm just gonna. Oh, that was the wrong button. I want to burn one of those charges. Perfect. All right. So that is gonna do normal damage, and then I'm going to apply sneak
Nice.
attack to that because I had advantage,
Yes, you did. And also, there are people around it.
and then I'm gonna do Nick.
Okay. Scimitar Nick, let's go. That does not hit.
All right, and then I am going to bonus action attack for my dual wielder.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, I lied. Sorry, that last attack. Let me re-roll that.
Vex
last
gave you
attack.
advantage, right? Yeah.
It did, so I will roll normal again.
That hits. So your scimitar does hit. Now, Nick, I
Alright.
believe, makes it so
I
that you
just-
don't get the modifier on it. It's
so I'm
just.
gonna do -4.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, but the scimitar thing is like 1d6.
Damn.
Nice max roll.
All right, and then
That's
Yeah,
I
well,
two
will
max rolls during this.
attack once more with the short sword. That does not get advantage on this one. Hey, there's my 11 again.
There's your 11. Okay. Would you like to move at all?
No, because I don't want it to get a free reaction against me.
More storm hoof.
Alright. I would like to rear up my hind legs and kick it.
Because the other name, I will, and I did. Nice.
And I believe that if I have made a light attack, which unarmed strike counts as, I can do a second one.
Sure.
Booyah. Which is
That'll hit
a-
as well. Consistency.
All right, we're gonna take it. For a 9,
It is bloodied.
and that unfortunately burns my bonus action as well.
Okay, well, this is not rerolled initiative. So, Duff Nut McScrubble Snub.
This is great.
Hey,
Tough nut.
it's consistently.
I was
You're able to
expecting
tell what
this,
you want to
and
do.
Everyone
Yeah.
goes in the correct order, and my spells will work properly. This is just wonderful.
Even now the other obelisk can kill another one of us before we go.
Right. I'm gonna do.
The one time we have organized initiative, TPK's the party.
I mean, possibly. I'm gonna attack with advantage
Go.
because of
gosh.
Vex.
Shit, I could have healing worded.
If you hadn't done your
fool.
second hoof, yes.
Yeah,
That was a unfortunate decision. of
That'll
you.
hit.
But your second hoof was more damage.
It's true.
But it's not bloodied yet.
It is bloodied.
I mean, I can Misty Step myself out of harm's way over here. Use a charge
Sure.
for that.
Yeah, it doesn't have reach. What?
Why did
you think?
Oh,
remove
wow.
that? Misty Step just gave me the entire room as a.
Cool. Who's casting a fireball?
Okay. It's gonna go. It's gonna start. It's made 2 punches. It's gonna make a punch at the guy, the Torn, and also more.
It doesn't have to hit.
Torn
It's fine.
first. Oh. I'm sorry?
Well, now we know that he's
Oh.
crit cheating.
Which one of the two
Okay.
of us was
Oh
that?
my god, that's probably just done.
No, it's not dead.
Leave-
But he goes unconscious.
He's got 35 health.
Right, so it
he
reaches over
lives.
and just boop.
Would that have killed me? That would have killed me outright.
That was a low roll on the first half.
You're like,
Ugh.
Wait,
yeah.
no, I have 27 health. I thought I had 23. That almost kills me.
He crit again.
I don't like
Wow.
this
This is
indeed.
awkward.
Well,
Yeah, do
so
I.
Wow.
well, so remember how you said you weren't going to TPK the party with
32.
Oh boy, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Hey, Stuffnut, are you gonna run away, or are you gonna stand your
Yes.
ground?
No.
Let me hide my
if you run away, I'm giving your character no chins.
You've already given him more chins than you could ever have.
I'm
chins
going
than
to
ever
take
cared
them
to
all
have.
the way. He will be chinless.
That's a thing. Odar. That'll hit.
And I can roll this twice because of a feat that I have.
Yeah, so you roll it once, and I think you could choose to roll it again. Is that the way that works? But you have to take the second option.
Oh, there it is.
Melee weapon fighting. When you roll damage for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you're holding with two hands, you can treat any 1 or 2 on a damage die as a 3. Okay. So if you roll a 1, it just goes up to a 3. Or a 2 goes up to a 3. That's what that works. Savage attacker.
I was talking about
once
a
per turn
savage
when you hit a target with a weapon. Oh, okay. You can roll the weapon's damage dice twice and use either roll. Okay, so you just roll it twice. And then any 1s or 2s count as 3s. Okay, so roll one more time. I think I know which one you're gonna go.
I think I know which one I'm gonna take.
It is near death.
It's
I don't
now
think you
his
have any
turn.
bonus actions.
Now,
I don't have anything else,
Stuffnut's
so.
turn again. After 2.
Remember, make sure to hide your death saves.
I have
Mine are hidden.
hidden my death save. Now what do I hit?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just die.
They might have become unhidden, Keegan. I don't know. Whenever I have to try, whenever I do the drop down, it unhides them sometimes. So just
I
double check
minimized
for me.
my entire character sheet, so that's how we're
Okie
rolling.
dokie. And it is.
Well, I noticed we didn't
Well,
crit
not
succeed because we're not standing
well.
up. So
It takes 4 saves now. The crits will, or wait, does that still get you up, or does it only give you 2?
Crit's up at 1 HP still.
Walk back in range.
He's got it to hit it. That hits. That just barely hits. Just gonna keep walking back in the misty stepping. It is still alive.
is
There's
it?
windows.
As if it doesn't have movement and could go get him anyway.
You can do whatever you would like to do in this situation.
I can handle both hits.
No, you can't.
I don't think
I
you
know.
could.
Said he could do it.
I can't even handle a hit.
Neither
I
can
thought
you.
I could. I'm like, I'll actually have
Then it crit.
I'll have Constitution this time. I'll prove them I have a 16 in Con, so I'm a rogue with HP.
All
How
right,
foolish I was!
fuck it.
Hey,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Okay, folks. You know the drill.
Do I?
One
I
attack.
need to go to bed right after we TPK
Yeah.
though, so I will not have time to discuss what happened.
Pseudopod.
I mean, should I point out you didn't actually roll crit damage on me?
No, he did. It just, it only took off.
His was a different. The second follow-up attack was not the same as mine.
Oh, I didn't
You
roll
did.
crit damage on you, but I'm not
No,
going to
you-
re-roll it at this point.
Yes, you did. 46 plus 3 plus 46.
Yeah.
Miss
Nope.
on Stuff Nut McScrubble Snub.
My goodness.
It's all the
And
lucky
on
coins.
Odar tier.
I can't handle this.
All
It
the
is.
lucky
Oh
coins.
no.
Monty Crummer's going down.
For 35, he's up with 1 HP.
Let's go.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see what we have. Okay, he's still not up.
You rolled that one in the open though, so I see what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, you know he has 1 success. Alright, private. That hits.
Okay.
Or
Time. Okay,
Oh,
he's
take 12.
Oh my
he's
god.
barely up.
He's cooking.
Let me roll
Barely
the
up
round.
last
and
time.
save.
Come on.
Yeah,
don't
but when he has a
live
lot of
another
health,
round.
barely up covers a lot of round. Oof.
Oh wait, I wanted to take. Can I
Nat
take a
20 is
second
great. Yeah, you can take a
That's
second
a
one.
bonus action. Thank you.
No, it wasn't a 20. But it probably was a 19.
I don't know if that's doing anything for you, to be honest with you, when he's rolling 35 damage a hit.
I mean,
It is.
but-
Boop. Snoop. Mick.
Well, it might
No,
save
not
him
me.
from
Do you have an
flying
act
outright.
before you
Last
you
of
end,
the party.
Did you have an action surge?
I used it first
He already-
turn.
Gotcha.
He said
gotcha.
they had 2 misses on that turn. It's all
Hey!
Oh,
Ah.
it's dead.
Oh
Damn.
my goodness.
I
All
walked
right.
over and high five.
Um,
I
Vesper.
completely disregard his high five and reach for the healing kit.
So Odotar, so you can get the healing kit, but because you use your action, you can't get it off. Odotar can heal someone, but first Vesper has to roll. Okay. So no, Odotar, who do you heal?
I'll go down to more.
To Moore? Okay. So Moore would be 0 health, unconscious, but he's not in saves anymore. Torin will make a save.
Oh shit, I'm still unconscious.
Yeah.
Correct, but you don't make any more death saves. You're just at 0.
Okay. But that means I
okay.
can't help.
No one's died yet, and now, but the way it works is if Stuffed Nut McScrubble Snub would then go and be able to heal one of the 2 of them, and then Odotar can do the other. So I feel like it'd just be, you just get the other 2 up. First
Great.
Vesper, second Torin. So everyone's stable. And we'll have to find out what happens next week.